If you'd like to see more of our videos, hit the subscribe button to stay on top of the market news. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today's August 27, 2020, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, once again, Microsoft, Facebook, and the NASDAQ all trade to record highs. Unbelievable. But first, let's take a look at the economic events. So looking at the economic events of the day, two events coming out later today, starting out at 3:10 South African time. Out of the United States, Fed Chairman Powell will be speaking, possibly discussing any kind of inflationary issues in the markets. There's also a Jackson Hole symposium later today happening all day long. Not that it should affect the markets, but you do want to know it's coming out. Now, looking at the currencies, the British pound actually gains versus the US dollar while the euro is pretty much flat. And looking at the indices, the NASDAQ, as mentioned, makes new record highs, while the Dow Jones plays catch up and does a little bit of gaining. And looking at the commodities, gold trading in a tight range between 1930 and 1900, while oil gains to $43 a barrel. Lastly, looking at the stocks, Microsoft and Facebook take center stage as they trade to new record highs. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're taking a look here at the Euro USD at a 4-hour chart. You can see we're pretty much flatlined here between 118.45 to 118.20-ish level. That's a pretty tight range, okay? 20 pip range, not much happening there. However, when we look at the GBP USD, we see it actually gaining a little bit. We're looking at a daily chart to its resistance-ish level of 132. Now, if we look at a 1-hour chart, you could see that we've gained over the past day or so, okay, from our lower end of 130.58 all the way up to 132. So a nice little rally there. However, just realize that we're hitting resistance-ish level. So if it doesn't break out, doesn't sustain this momentum, we could see it go back down to this 130.70-ish level, maybe 131.25-ish level as it makes this correction. Now jumping into commodities, gold unchanged here, right? Trading between 1900-ish level and 1949-ish level all the way yesterday. Okay, we're smack in the middle of that. But altogether, I think we're just consolidating in this area. Okay, we're not selling off, but we're not gaining either. So this is just going to play a consolidation location until it actually breaks out either on the upside or the downside. Now, let's take center stage. What is happening with the NASDAQ? Okay, this is really the play. Trading at 11,954. Didn't hit 12,000, but you could see this really wants to take off. It wants to considerably take off even further, as this has really gotten very, very, very strong. Look at that. Look at how far we've gone, okay, since March 18th, where we traded all the way down to 6,700, and we're now double that in the NASDAQ, okay? That is truly historic, okay? Now, what is propelling this higher? Let's take a look. Microsoft, trading at $220. Now, we brought this chart up the other day. I believe it's yesterday. We said that there was this resistance-ish area, and we had a gap up right there and a gap and go. We gapped up to 217, and we rallied all the way to 220, 220-ish level, 221-ish level as this is happening. Now, this is something that is historic, okay? I can't say it any simpler way because this just looks like it wants to take it even higher, okay? At what point will it be the top? That is yet to be determined, but so far, this is very, very strong. This is a very bullish candle. I'd like to see continuation here, okay? I don't like the fact that the volume here is not following through on the last move, okay? But there is some significant volume here to justify this move right there. So I'd like to see further volume and further buying to confirm this breakout as it's trending up higher. Now, what else is making new highs? If we take a look, Facebook just ripping, okay? Unbelievable. 273, ever since it hit 273, just takes it higher and higher. We're trading at $300 a share. Truly unbelievable for Facebook as it's gained so much. Now, looking at Amazon also, taking all the way to new highs, 34.40. This is truly unprecedented, okay? The FANG stocks, okay? As we mentioned once before, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, okay? Out of all those 5 components, 3 of them are making all-time new highs, thereby bringing the NASDAQ to all-time new highs. Now, when we look at the Dow Jones, it gained, okay? But not as much. So This very much reminds me of 2000, the year 2000, when the NASDAQ actually took front center stage, while the old school economy kind of took the backstage. And so there will be a correction. The question is when, okay? That has yet to be determined, maybe in 5 months from now, maybe in 2 months from now, but there will be a correction, okay? This is not sustainable because the economy is not doing that well, and there's tremendous unemployment in the market. So, with that said, okay, either traders taking this higher or fund managers betting that it's going to just, adding liquidity to the market to, make things more available for people, that could be argued at a certain point. But you got to look at the charts and really, be faithful to the charts despite the noise that we hear on the street, okay? So with that said, markets are getting stronger. When we look at JP Morgan, it's not happening. It's trading at $99, down on the day from 101, okay? So you see that there is weakness in the traditional stocks, okay? Which means that at a certain point, this high-tech flyers are going to play catch-up, and they're going to make a consolidation, and they're going to sell off at a certain point. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish everybody a great trading day. Thank you.